I'm not a vampire, not an alien, I'm not the fucking mummy, I'm a goblin.
Greetings and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, my Goblin Nation. Welcome to my review. My review of Dr. Sleep. The humanity of this kind of thing. Anyway, so normally this is a horror movie, but I feel it goes more to the thriller, a kind of a thriller, but also kind of even less, more an action kind of thing. It's hard to describe this movie in what genre it's gonna be, because it is a sequel to a horror movie. It's like of The Shining. It's the sequel to The Shining. Dr. Sleep! No idea where the doctor part comes in. Really, there is like no doctor. There is this cult, then there is this survivor, and there is this child. That's it. I would call it Dreamwalkers or The Shining, Dreamwalkers kind of thing. It has lots to do with The Shining because everybody has a little bit shining. I have no idea, but I didn't saw The Shining. I didn't saw The Shining. I did see, well, of course, like a lot of people, parts here and there in other movies, parts here and there, memes kind of thing from the movie, pieces of the movie. I saw those kind of things. I never saw the whole movie. I saw kind of things that happened to, oh, like this is an Easter egg to The Shining in that movie. This is an Easter egg to, yeah, that's all I seen. I never saw the original kind of Shining movie. It's like one of those things I really hear a lot about, but you know, kind of thing. Anyway, so then there is this kind of thing. There is we begin with a child kind of thing, and they're like, you should, what you do with your nightmares, when you have nightmare, when you have this kind of thing that makes you feel like crazy. And it's like, okay, what do you do with a drunken jacker? What you do with those? You put them in a box in your mind. You put them in a box, kind of thing, and that's exactly what she does. That's also something kind of thing. Everybody has shining in them, but some are a little bit more than others. Shine a little bit more than others. And then there is this cult that everybody has this little bit of power. There's this girl that this cult goes after. She's 15 years old, and she is literally somebody that's like goes insane as like kind of thing, because like, okay, this guy, he likes a little bit more of the younger generation to go out with. Well, she makes sure that they make that they're gonna be very, very scarred for the rest of their life and never do it again, kind of thing. That's what she likes to do. Then this cult comes in. It's like, hey, you're interesting. You're very interesting, kind of thing. You should join us. How you want to be 15 for the rest of your life? Like, really? Somebody wants to be 15 for the rest of his life? Sounds terrible. 16, okay. 18, right on. 27, perfect. But 16, it sounds a little bit off. That sounds like, why would you want to do that? Why do you want to live in a life, in a time like that? Kind of thing. And so she kind of joins then this cult after, like, oh, she can be 15. Yes, we have to sacrifice a child, because of course you do, because children are very much easy to scare, because this cult has this shining, has this spark kind of thing. They all have their little bit of a part. The cult leader is this woman, I guess it's called Dr. Sleep. I don't know who she's called, but she's like the spiritual kind of thing of the cult, the leader of the cult, and she is like, okay, well, let's have this break. Let's see how crazy we can get it, kind of thing. Let's see. He is always lucky. He is always kind of thing. We kidnap him. We get his shine off him. But then there is this other girl that knows about this. That's this girl that's all kind of thing, and that's when she gets noticed by the cult. But she also noticed somebody else. So one day after when everybody goes to school, she's like, fuck this shit, I'm out. Goes to another side, gets up, gets her uncle Dan, so like she calls her. She's not her uncle, but some technically she is because she has the he has the Shining. He is somebody that lives from day to day kind of thing. He's actually the original survivor of the Shining movie. He's the child from the Shining movie, grown up. Oh, a kind of thing. He has an alcohol problem, so he's kicking off from that kind of thing. His mother died when he's 20, kind of thing. His father, well, is a psychopath from The Shining, so he is kind of go crazy. He's gonna get nuts. He was kind of thing, and so he is kind of a survivor. This child support, like you have the kind of thing. There is this kid that died. At least needs a good barrier, and I kind of see him. It's like, what the hell are you talking about? Don't go into a kind of thing. Well, she does go into the mind again, and kind of thing. She knows about the girl, and the cult is like, okay, now they know about him. She knows about him, but who is stronger? So this cult kind of leader is trying to go find out again, find what she is. Well, she was ready, like really ready, and was really strong. This girl was really strong in the Shining kind of thing. And gets trapped the cult, like kind of our skin up. But what happens in your dreams also affects her. So she tries to get the fuck out of there, and now she's like, we don't just she was in my mind, I was in her mind, but we kind of need to get out of here. Like, I'm not gonna go. I'm going out of there. So she gets out of the dream, this kind of thing. But they also have not enough Shining anymore. They're a little bit getting down. So one of the cult's kind of things dies. The oldest one that's seen Empire fall, because they fear they fear of somebody else shining. So more fear, the better. The more kind of thing. That's what they all like. What they all love. And so kind of thing. Now they're going after. They try to go after him, and the girl teams up with Dan, Uncle Dan. Like the father doesn't first believe kind of thing, but then shows it and like, okay, that's it, that's awesome. Now she shows us everything is awesome. Well, actually, it's like, okay, let's team up. They team up, they kind of thing. Then they shoot the hell out of the kind of thing. When they trap him, and like the whole bus comes besides the cult leader. The cult leader sticks behind because they've been in her mind, and she like kind of, but they still know they kind of going on. They still know the kind of thing, and so in the woods, and then they find out, ha! Now we got you. Oh shit! It wasn't a teddy bear. It wasn't a trick. It's a trap! And because it's a trap, they all get shot. Bang! 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 All get shot. Almost all of them. But, and she feels the cult leader is like, oh, you son of a little bitch! Oh my god! She feels the pain as her cult is dying till she's the last one survivor. And now she's so pissed off, she does it because normally they're trying to live the day by day kind of thing, seeing that they don't, because people don't shine as they used to. They used to know they shine. They used to shine much brighter, brighter. They used to much shine brighter, brighter. But now they don't. Now they kind of know. So because that, they're getting a little bit hungry. They're hungry, and now they need a kind of thing. She's like, I'm gonna go after. Well, Dan is like, I got a perfect idea. I didn't want to go there again, but this is a scary and a horrifying place to be for anybody with shine in their kind of thing. You should not. It's dangerous, but it also makes it dangerous for this cult leader, and that's why we're gonna go there. So he goes there. Then it's this hotel where the Shining takes place. That's where they go, and I'm like, holy shit, this is so iconic. I've seen that room. I know about the host room. I know about the whole movie. I just didn't see the whole movie. I never saw the movie in general, but you know, internet, you see pieces and pieces of this kind of thing. So in the chat, so he starts making everything, seeing that everything goes up, because this is where, and he gets all his memories from when his mother and him was there, and his father going insane, and he's even talking to his father on some point, and it's like, no, I'm just a bartender. You're the fucking father! You're the fucking bitch I cussed out, the kind of thing. It's like, hey, you know what it is, sometimes you didn't want that and it happens, that kind of thing, and it attracts you life away, kind of thing. So yeah, he has all that kind of thing. And eventually it's like, okay, Dan, he is coming. He's like, okay, good to know. His father disappeared. I thought he would come back on some point, but no. And then he goes to the front. The cult leader comes, kind of thing, and like, we need to get in. So they get in. Then I thought the hotel is alive, kind of thing, and is this weird kind of thing. But I felt like that the last piece was like a little bit too fast going, because not much happened in the hotel itself. Till then, it's like, you know what? I'm gonna the boxes that you saw earlier in the movie in his head of Dan, he released it, and those boxes in this movie that he releases are all the insane things from the movie, from The Shining, like all those kind of things. But I feel like it should have been released and not been all kind of thing. It should be like, okay, they get the fuck out of there just in time, lock her in it, kind of thing, and she's been haunted by those people that are hungry, those kind of Shining that she has to run. And she's now trapped in there, and then it burns down, that she cannot escape, kind of thing, and they try to kind of eat of her, but instead it's like, oh, they're all hungry, and they're all trying to rip her apart like zombies. It's like, seriously, that's what you're gonna do? You have those iconic characters in this movie, and all they do is just going on her, and she cannot even defend herself. She was so strong, she was overkilled strong till this moment, because, you know, she has a lot of shine, so it makes sense that they really want our kind of thing. And that's pretty much where it ends. The movie with her dying and the whole house burning down with Dan still in it, because he also changes to his father's kind of thing, like, here's Johnny! kind of thing. He's like almost kills the kind of that girl, but she's like, oh, you can fight. Yeah, I can fight for 5 seconds. And then the whole thing burned down, and she survives, kind of thing, and that's pretty much the ending. Yeah, sure. He appears as a ghost. He appears as a ghost to her, kind of thing. Like, I know you would be okay. It's like, well, I'm actually dead, and now I'm a ghost, a Force ghost again. Yay! I think it's the same actor that played Obi-Wan, but I really liked it, but. Even though the ending was a little bit like, you could have done better. You could have done this hotel, she locked into it, having all the Shining kind of moments into it that everybody is like haunting, and she destroys them, or even not. She is like getting weaker and running, kind of thing. You just needed an extra 10 minutes. Sure, that's another scene that you have to pay for, but I feel like that would be worth it. That would have been worth it to see that extra. Instead it is like zombies kind of thing, draining her till she is dead, and then burning the whole house down, kind of thing. Because those like, yeah, now you can stay, Dan. Now you're staying, Dan. You're staying. Anyway, so yeah, I give this one a solid 10. I feel like it was not the best movie ever, but when it comes to horror, I feel like it's on the top 10. On my top 10 kind of thing. There are Saw, Jigsaw, It, A Nightmare on Elm Street that goes before it, but I felt like the Dr. Sleep was very cool, action-packed kind of thing. Even though the ending was not as much action as I wanted to, it still was very enjoyable, very much like, I didn't expect this much action in a horror. I didn't expect this much kind of, and I like always those cult kind of things going on in movies, certainly horror movies. Yeah. So enjoy that, give it a solid 10. What's your thoughts about Dr. Sleep? Do you guys like it? Do you guys enjoyed Dr. Sleep? Seeing that kind of thing. If you're a fan of The Shining, maybe you enjoyed more, maybe you enjoyed less. Let me know down below. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye! This was fun! The Twisted Goblin did it again. Another review. Another thing to pack it. Anyway, bye!
And then the days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind.